Where does the name come from?
Our two parents, ICL and Queens, were having a bit of an arm wrestle about what the name should be. Somebody came up with the ancient Greek word kainos, which means fresh, new or innovative. Going back to when the company was formed towards the end of 1986, Northern Ireland was not a great place to be. Unemployment was high, the number of professional jobs going very, very few, and the work that we always aimed for was the most difficult we could find, but there wasn't anybody else going for the deep intellectual content that we were going for. On our board was the head of ICL Ireland. He asked if we could send a bright young tech person down to Dublin. We looked no further than this bright young man here.
In those first 2 years I was down, we made 63 proposals and each one of them got turned down by the customer. So it was just a long list of failure. But eventually, you kind of begin to work out how to work together. So we kind of started to build kind of a really coherent plan. And the question is why would we win? And I think it was always to do with the people.
In 2001, everything changed. Brendan took over running Kainos. Fujitsu was no longer involved. Therefore, the ready access to software suddenly disappeared. Things were a bit tight.
That kind of dot-com collapse. The technology economy was not in good shape and lots of companies were disappearing overnight. So we learned lessons about relying too much on a parent company, relying too much on a single customer, because we learned those lessons the hard way. After a couple of years of making losses, we finally turned a corner. We've got lots of customers. We're now beginning to build that reputation as being the company to come to when you're thinking about the internet and digital service. Just as we kind of think about, well, okay, how do we start expanding back into Great Britain again? Of course, the global financial crisis kind of washes over us. But again, opportunity for people. How do we start to kind of think about the company growing into the future? But we met this new kind of up-and-coming workday company. And we liked the way they talked about their customers and how customer success was so important. To build a great company, to build great software, you have to have great people.
This is where central government started to award contracts to smaller, more agile companies under the digital transformation projects. We rolled up our sleeves and we showed what we were capable of. So our success, as always, is built very much on the rock-solid delivery of a project. We achieve what we say we will and we don't let our customers down.
I had been on the Kainos board right up until we floated in July of 2015. To have a company gone from 1 to top 250 in the London Stock Exchange was just unbelievable. It has amazed me that you have been able to keep this feeling of internal harmony and integrity, but that it has managed to transfer. Places like we've had Dublin, South America, North America, England and Gdansk. These people absolutely still have the same rather purist view of working in a good company and wanting everybody to be happy in that company.
So we still get really challenging work, still get great people, still give them the opportunity to really own something. Above all else, they enjoy working with like-minded people.
Right at the start, I wanted the best people and I wanted everything about the company to be quality. Deliver on your promises at all times, integrity is important, and keep those standards as high as you possibly can.